Hey guys, welcome back. I'm here to introduce a new series that I would like to do over the course of this summer. The summer is going to be incredibly busy, so this is a series that I can kind of pre-film and hopefully carry on even though I am not around to be doing a lot of reading. Because this summer I am going to be going on a month-long trip. We are going to Portugal and then to Spain, and then we're going to be doing the Camino, walking to Spain. I'm so excited. But that being said, I don't know how much reading is going to be getting done. We do have obviously a very long flight, but we have already booked our flight and it's going to be over like an overnight flight. So hopefully we'll be sleeping the whole way so that we're energized when we get there, because we'll be there about 3 or so in the afternoon. I am taking my Kobo to read books while I am away, but I don't know how much reading I'm actually going to get done. As far as every single day, I just know that we're going to be out as much as we possibly can and sightseeing and doing things. So this is a trip that we are actually going to be backpacking, so there is not going to be any room to take any devices really. I'm going to have my phone and my e-reader, and that is it. And I don't really want to fill up my phone with a bunch of videos. I don't want to be connected to my phone because kind of the whole point of this is to kind of detach and unplug from society and just connect with your family and other pilgrims and travelers. So other than talking to my husband and my son who are going to be staying behind, I don't think I'm going to be connected to my phone and try and take pictures of everything. So I'm just going to be enjoying it. So I've wanted to do a bookshelf tour for the longest time, and of course, I've done a couple bookshelf tours, but they're usually combined with doing like an organizing or an unhauling or something like that. And I have never really done one that is, hey, look at every single book on my shelf. And I've been wanting to do one of those. But then the other thing that's like stopping me is like my bookshelf is a mess. It's not all pretty and perfect. Like there's just stacks of books that are unshelved essentially, but they're kind of in the general direction. But I'm like, you know what? It's a used bookshelf. I didn't just stock it and I don't ever touch it. Like I'm constantly using my bookshelf. Things are moving around. I'm adding to it. I'm subtracting from it. I have reorganized it and tried different things, putting different genres, different places. I don't think it's a thing that's ever going to be 100% perfect and pristine that I can show off. So I'm going to show it to you exactly how it is in the moment. And if it is a complete and utter mess, so be it. I do think that kind of plays into what a lot of criticism is around social media, showing the idolized, pristine, camera ready lifestyle. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to fall into that trap. Like a lot of times I don't put on makeup, I don't do my hair because I just want to talk about books, and I'm not sitting around my house looking like a supermodel. Well, I would never look like a supermodel, but you know what I'm saying. Like I'm not like just dolled up with makeup all the time. Like most of the time I really don't put on makeup, only if it's a special occasion. And doing chores and reading and not special occasions to like do my hair and stuff. So my channel is just me being me. The idea of this is I'm going to do a series of videos where I just take a couple of shelves, maybe a row of shelves, and show you all the books that are on that shelf and talk about the books that are in my collection. Maybe there's something to talk about. Maybe I don't have anything to say and I'm just going to show you what's on the shelf. I don't really know until we get there. So I do hope that you enjoy this series. This is the first in that series. We're going to start here on the bottom shelf in this corner here. And I'm going to show you the entire bottom row from here to here. They kind of go together because they go together, but like it drives me kind of crazy because I wanted this bottom shelf. I wanted this bottom shelf to be on my science fiction, but it turned out that I had more science fiction than I thought that doesn't all fit on that one shelf. So it carried on over to here. And then the second half of that bottom shelf is completely something different. In my idolized picture of my bookshelves, I would have like one or two shelves, top to bottom, that would be the same genre. But it didn't work that way. So it is what it is. I had in my mind that I was going to start at the top, but I'll tell you right now, I have to get a ladder to get up there. And then I don't know the logistics and all the equipment I'm going to have to pull out to figure out how to film it, as well as be on top of a ladder filming and showing off books. Like, I only have two hands, okay? I'm going to figure that one out later. So that's why we're going to start on the bottom and maybe work our way up. And I also have my yoga mat laid out for me so I can sit on the floor comfortably, and we can do this. All right, here is the close-up version of the shelf. So we have a book that's just shoved in at the top there. Then we have this, which it's hard to even see what's on the shelf because it's totally double stacked. And then it comes over here, which that obviously is like more retellings. All right, I'm trying to get that angle tilt, but it's just not going to work. So I'm going to pull the books from the shelves and show them to you. So back in this corner where that book was shoved, the only other option is to like put you on the floor, which might be awkward. Ready Player One, this one was shoved up in there. I saw the movie. I don't even know how I got this book or why I got this book. I think because I really liked it and I thought the boys would really like it too and that I would read the book. I just don't know if I'm actually going to read this book. But I wonder, I should look into it and see if the book is much better than the movie. Oh, this says Willy Wonka meets the Matrix. I actually kind of agree with that statement. Okay, then in the very corner here were these little tiny thin books. We have The Tale of Peter Rabbit and The Velveteen Rabbit. Honestly, these don't go there at all. I might actually go ahead and take these and stick them in the kids pile over here. I have a little stack of books over there that I'm actually going to move up to my son's room. Oh, here's another one called The Big Bug. I just think that this is so cute. I love the cover. It's obviously based on Metamorphosis, but like, I absolutely love the illustrations. So this one's definitely a keeper. So good. Then we have this copy of Wind in the Willows. I actually don't know if I got another copy of this, but I like that it was like a tall, skinny version of it. The Toynbee Convector by Ray Bradbury. I have not read this book, but I loved Ray Bradbury's book. I haven't read this one yet. Then we have the Delirium series. I didn't put them in the right order, which I guess now that I am here on the floor sitting with these books, I can put them in the right order. So we have Pandemonium, which is technically the second book, and I have tabbed it all up and also highlighted it. I matched the tabs and the highlighter to the colors in the cover. Then the first book, Delirium, which I also have some tabs. Then the Delirium Stories novellas. And by the way, that is an incredible series. I think it's really underrated. I think that people need to read it. If you have liked young adult fantasy in the past and you still love those original stories, like, it was just really good. It is a dystopian, it is like a science fiction dystopian novel where the premise is that the government has figured out that love causes people to do crazy things. Crimes are often committed because of love and things like that. So they have been able to eliminate love, and at a certain point kids can go in and get a surgery done where love is taken away, and then they can carry on with their lives. They obviously still have to procreate, so they will be matched with someone to create a good life, and there you go. But yeah, it's really, really good. Onto this stack from top going down, TJ Klune, the In the Lives of Puppets, and this is supposed to be kind of like robots. I'm not sure a whole lot about it, but it looks so good. I really love when there are robots in books, but I have not heard the best things about this, so it's making me more nervous to pick it up. It also kind of looks like a children's book, but I do think that it is supposedly for a little bit older, like, young adult. Young adult to, for anybody, but it looks like, because of the cover, it almost looks like it's like for middle grade or something. But then I have two books in this series. I think it's a trilogy from the Chemical Garden trilogy. And I'm not even going to lie, this was definitely a cover buy. This looks so, what is that term? Whimsy goth? Is it whimsy goth, or is it manic pixie dream girl sort of vibes going on? But I don't know. I kind of love it. Like, look at that girl. All right, editing self here, already off to a really good start. I have this whole section of this video that somehow I forgot to hit record. So here we are. I think, did I say this one? War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. Lives of Puppets. Matched. I've actually read this one before, but I listened to it on audiobook again, and this is a series I want to try reading again. I've actually tried this one a couple of times. I've been having a difficult time getting into it, but
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, stop. I've been kind of having a difficult time getting into it. I think it's just because whenever I try, I'm always really distracted. Then we have The Darkest Minds, Never Fade, In the Afterlight, Through the Dark. And I have really enjoyed this series. These are actually novellas, and I don't think I finished these. Squished up on top, a bunch of little things. We have But What of Earth by Piers Anthony. My husband actually introduced me to this author with his Xanth series, and I don't know, I saw that and I thought, The Investigation by Stanislaw Lem. I have not read this one, but I have read his other one, Solaris, and it's so creepy and so good. So I hope I like this one. Then we have The Martian Chronicles by Ray Bradbury. Then this series, I really love this series. Seafire, Steel Tide, and Stormbreak. Okay. Passenger by Alexander Bracken. This is a series I have, and Wayfarer. We have Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes right here up in front, because all of my Hunger Games books are actually paperback. And I'm actually going to need space in here for the new Hunger Games book. So I don't know where that one's going to go. These top 4 books are the Maze Runner series. I guess I don't need to take these out. Then we have the Hunger Games Tribute Guide, Hunger Games, Mockingjay, Catching Fire, and then Divergent, Insurgent, and Allegiant. Okay, we're back with better lighting. We're gonna go ahead and take care of all these books that are stacked up in front. Is A Winter's Promise by Christelle Dabos, and that just looks so cool. I really want to read this series. I think there's 4 books in the series. I actually heard about this from YouTuber Pursue Project, I think, has talked about this book numerous times on her channel, just how good it is. I can't even exactly recall what it's about, but I remember her explaining what it was about, and in the moment, I was just oh my gosh, I have to read that. The Mirror Visitor series. Then we have A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This is supposed to be a cozy fantasy. She has written other cozy fantasies. I think nope, that's not my son. All right, then we have Every Day by David Leviathan. It's about a guy who wakes up in a new body every single day. It could be very existential, it could be a little too weird, or it could be incredibly good. Obviously, I'm hoping that it's going to be really, really good. Then we have Winter Song. This is not really a science fiction. This actually goes somewhere else, but this is where it has to go for now because of space. Pick this up for $2.75. You can't beat that. This talks about a Goblin King. This reminds me of The Labyrinth, but with David Bowie in it. And that's why I picked this book up. But I haven't read it yet. I have no idea. And you know what? I think it's because I started getting a little worried that I wasn't going to like it. I really try not to let other people's opinions affect me, but like I don't want to change my opinion, so I'll like avoid it. It's like kind of a subconscious choice too. I'm pretty sure it's like a weird subconscious choice too. Jim Henson's Shadow of Dark Crystal by J.M. Lee, and the illustrations on this are absolutely to die for. So the Dark Crystal, the original one by Jim Henson with the puppets and stuff, is kind of weird. It's hard to get into, but if you can get into the story, it's actually really good. And I think there is another TV show or something like that. So I haven't read this yet, and I want to know which other books are in the series. I'm not. It's kind of weird because they don't go like book one, book two, book three. It's like the Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance, and then there's the Dark Crystal, something or other. So I need to resource a reading order for the series. But yeah. Oh, is there there's even illustrations in it? There's illustrations in it. Okay. The next to our series, this is a dystopian series. We have The Bells and The Everlasting Rose by Danielle Clayton. And I listened to The Bells and I loved it so much that I wanted the physical copy, but since I've gotten the physical copy, I haven't finished reading it. I haven't reread it. And then there's obviously the second book that I haven't reread, or that I haven't read yet either, but I think that's what it has to do with. It's been so long since I've read these, but there is. Alright, then we have The Legend of Eli Monpre. This is actually a bind up of, I think, 3 books. And this is said to be kind of like Lies of Locke Lamora, which I have not read. So I don't really know what that's about, but it sounds really, really good, adventurous. Oh, here it is. It was hiding under this large book. Here is the... Oh, Martha Wells. Don't listen to me. This wasn't written by Becky Chambers. This is Martha Wells. All Systems Red. That was the one I was thinking of. Murderbot Diaries. So this is the first one, the Murderbot Diaries. I have The Three Body Problem by this author. I am not going to try to butcher that name. I've heard this book going around. Everyone really likes it. There's a TV show about it now. But I've also heard people not being able to really get into the story. So I'm on the fence of where I'll sit with this one. This book was actually given to me by a friend. He tried to read it, but he didn't really care for it that much. So he was just going to get rid of it. And before they decided to get rid of them, they're like, oh, if you want any of these, we were just going to get rid of them. So there was this one and actually this one, The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. I've also heard this is the first of First Law trilogy, something like that. And these are both books that I want to get to, so... Nice. Thank you guys. If you ever watch these videos, thank you for that. And now that we've cleared the way, we can get into these books. I'm gonna tell you these 4 books and then we'll go down the list. Alright, the first 2 are from this new series by James Dashner, the person who also wrote the Maze Runner series. I did not know that they wrote this series as well. This sounds so good. Virtual versus reality. It's a fight that you won't know that we lost until it's too late. The Eye of Minds and the Rule of Thoughts. I feel like I don't have all the books in the series. Hey, how's it going?
It's good. Whatever's cooking smells good. Dude, I forgot to bring Caitlin her freaking soup today. Did you end up scrapping it or anything, or is it still in the thermos?
It's still in the thermos.
Okay, good. I'll probably bring it to her tomorrow.
Okay, I am actually missing the first book in the series. This is number 2 and number 3. I remember they actually did have the first one, but it was a paperback, and I was like, I'm going to hold off and wait until I could find the other 2 matching hardbacks. So, then we have The Darkest Star, which is a sequel series to the Lux series, which I also have down here. I'll show those to you. This book was so good. I tabbed it all up, but I have not continued on with the series. Then we have Black River Falls by Jeff Hirsch. Small town without a memory. There's one who cannot forget. I must have picked this up because the idea of a small town and everything, and then like memory. Then I have this series, and then the paperback is actually shoved up on here. So I've never heard anyone talk about these books either. This is Tandem and Tether. It's part of a series, and I don't know much about them either. Oh, the Many Worlds series. You, your best friend, every person you know, many worlds, many lives, infinite possibilities. Welcome to the multiverse. Sasha has always loved stories, parallel worlds, but she never dreamed she'd be taken to one of them on prom night. In Aurora Earth's parallel universe, Sasha discovers her date Grant is actually Thomas, Grant's equally good-looking double. Thomas kidnapped her so she can impersonate a princess who vanished on the eve of her arranged marriage. If Sasha pulls it off, she goes home. If she doesn't, she'll be trapped in another girl's life forever. Okay, I love kind of like the body swap, role swapping books too. The next 3 books, this is kind of tough. Illuminate. Oops. We have the Illuminate trilogy. And I've been kind of holding on to these because I think that my kids might really end up liking these. I loved Illuminate. Absolutely loved Illuminate. And then I tried to read Gemina. I did not connect to this one very much, and I have not even tried Obsidio yet. After the Illuminate files, we have Lux, Beginnings, Consequences, and Opposition. This series is like Alien Twilight, they say. So good. Then we have Heartless by Marissa Meyer up here. This was really, really good. Then we have her Lunar Chronicles box set that was gifted to me. Long Live the Pumpkin Queen by Shay Earnshaw. This was a really fun book. Sally, she gets her own story, which is really cool. Then we have Wicked. This was gifted to me by my older brother. He gave us all one so we could do like a group reading of it, and I really enjoyed it, but I do feel like when I read it, it was kind of long, so I'm thinking that I want to give it a reread since the movie has come out. And we have the sequel, Son of a Witch. Unfortunately, I have the hardback edition. The hardback editions of these are actually really nice, but A Lion Among Men.
18-minute timer stopped on kitchen.
Out of Oz. Obviously, those all go together, which is kind of annoying that this is a hardback and the rest are paperback, but whatever. Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister and Hidden Sea. This one was so good. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and you would like to be notified when more of these get posted videos, you can subscribe to my channel. It is free for you. And if you click the bell, you'll be notified when I post new content. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.